We live from Newark, New Jersey right now, outside of the federal penitentiary. These are ICE protesters. How you doing?
Hi.
How's everything?
All right. Thank you for stopping by. We're
Certainly.
a group of volunteers. Did you have a question for us? Or just anything you want to say? Or
Yeah, I ride past you guys every day, and I was just looking for a little bit of information. What it's like? What, your family is in here or something?
No, we are volunteers. We're a mix of different organizations or just individuals because this is a privately run prison and they offer nothing, right? People wait outside on this driveway in the heat, in the cold, and without umbrellas, chairs. If you, and just, I appreciate you asking. I just want to say that when videotaping, some of these people have sensitive status, so maybe, so like if you don't post
Yeah, I can certainly
Yeah,
take it
yeah.
down if you need me to do
We
that.
come with water, food, also, information about resources to try and support them because this is a really hard time for them. People are being, their husbands, fathers who are just being snatched up, right? Regardless of whether they're undocumented or not, it doesn't matter anymore. Like they go to court, right, for their asylum case, and the judge says, okay, you're fine, this is your next asylum case, and ICE is out there waiting for them. So, yeah.
So,
Here last week, she drove her from Maryland.
Oh,
She
that's
told me
right.
That, I believe it was her partner who had one of the check-ins. They went to a check-in, and she told me that she never came back.
Yeah, so people are being taken. Yeah, so this is what we do. So we're here every visiting day. There's a dress code that a lot of people don't know about. No sandals, no tight pants for the women. So we have emergency clothes where people will run out and be like, here's, you are the clothes expert, like shoes, anything to try and make it a little bit easier for them.
and this is the federal penitentiary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's federal. It's DHS. It's ICE. It's ICE, but a private company, right, runs it, right. So they got money from the government to do this, right, to build this. And I wasn't here at the very beginning, but some people were just here. It started with, I guess, just very simple waters or right.
We did not always have these tents.
Yeah, and then it's grown to tents and what you see here now.
And so they're receiving injustices even in the courts inside of the court.
Yeah. Even there, and I think, what's happening is that most of the people, I read an article, most of the people who are being taken are people who don't have criminal histories, right? So that whole bullshit that he was saying about we're going to take the criminals, most of the people who are being taken do not have, right?
Yeah, it's about 70% do not have a criminal record of criminal proceedings.
And if I'm not mistaken, you might be able to correct me, but Hispanic people had the highest birth rate in the United States. Is that correct? I do think that's true.
Probably, yeah, probably. I mean, we all know what this is. I mean, but a lot of this is about, right? It's about
Population
white supremacy.
control,
It's
white
about,
supremacy,
they want to eliminate black and brown people. They always have wanted to eliminate black people, right? And I'm like, black folks are probably looking at this like, oh, this is a regular day in our life.
Rodeo
right?
show, yeah.
Yeah, this is like, this was our history, right? But it's happening now to more and more, right, Latinos, and hopefully they will wake up and recognize, because I definitely like what's happening here, because it's not like black men weren't incarcerated just, for breathing, right? Right? So there's a lot of similarity happening that I wish more people would.
Well, we're already filled up in the jails anyway, statistically.
Yeah. Statistically, right? Statistically, I think black only make up 6% of the population, but make up more than half of the population. So yeah, it's a similar dynamic, right? It's a similar dynamic. You dehumanize first, right? which makes it easier to criminalize them, right? That makes it easier to incarcerate them. And I think that's true whether it be the Essex County Jail or the Immigrant Detention Center. So whatever little bit of support we can offer, we try to do that.
And what is your descent?
Peruvian.
Peruvian. Okay.
Yeah,
I have a friend who's from Peruvian.
Yeah. My family is Peruvian. I've been married almost 30 years to a black man. So when I say that Latinos can be very messed up about race, right? And not see, like, it was always like, oh, that's them, right? But now it's like, oh, wait a minute, it's us. And that's why the reason I say, who I was married to is because just the person is political, right? And I have felt it. I've seen it personally, how Latinos can be.
Well, that's inherited also, because when you really look beyond that and look into the Olmecs and the Aztecs, they were original people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Latinos Latin America was colonized.
Of course.
Yeah. But I really appreciate you stopping by and asking, because it's these kind of conversations that I think are helpful, and hopefully you'll talk to someone and say, well, this is what I saw, and more people will be aware of the human rights abuses that are happening here. Families that are being ripped apart. Last weekend, I met a mom, her son-in-law is here. 4 days after her son-in-law was taken, her daughter, who had just given birth, died of a stroke. So she came here with the grandkids. The father was deported. And she said that when ICE came to the apartment to take her son-in-law, her daughter begged ICE with her baby, her newborn baby in her arms, to not take him. 4 days later, she said, the mom who I was talking to walked into her daughter's bedroom. She was dead. Right?
I got him away. But I saw a tape of a guy with his son. They were in California. And these guys, they come up there, their faces disguised under a mask. And he walked up on the window and asked them to open the window. They're not checking if you got identification or anything like that. He told them to open the window. He like, yo, for what? I got my baby with me. They broke his window and shot at his car. If you go on YouTube, you can see that.
That's what they're doing. They don't care about rights. They're doing whatever they want to do.
I'll add that a masked agent drove in here about a few hours ago. Like 2 vans and a bus, and he was the one driving the bus. I'll add as well that recently the Supreme Court, September 8th, released an order challenging some of ICE's behavior in LA and also with the National Guard and how aggressive they were with people there. And the Supreme Court specified that while ethnicity alone cannot be a sole factor in determining probable cause to detain someone, that's what ICE uses to detain people. It has to be probable cause that you're staying in America without documentation. And it said that ethnicity cannot be the sole factor, but it can be a relevant factor in conjunction with other, quote, salient reasons. So it is just racial profiling.
Now, we live in New Jersey. From what I understand, New Jersey and New York were not willing. Well, of course, they had to follow policy, but they were against issuing their military to enforce this law. Did you know that? I read that in the newspaper. New Jersey and New York didn't want to do it.
Well, I would more so say it's the governors of the states that are opposed to it, generally speaking. It's that, and typically